It is a Chamber of Commerce afternoon here in the Peach State of Georgia. We've got the roof open, wide open, and we are ready for football at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Atlanta Falcons. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Let's go. The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Right there. 56. Jam.
Now the first-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there on the first play of the game. 59 yards.
First down, Titans.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Opening minute and already a trip to the red zone. First and 10 right at the 20. On first down they go with Jacobs again. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He may try and run for this. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up first and goal inside the 10.
Here's Jacobs. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on second and goal. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Larry Fitzgerald, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? Blue ready. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Green, 17. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Okay, let's get a conversion. Hey, thump. Let's go.
They just do get the play off. Now Winston. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Check. Lucky. Check 26. Hey, 5-0. Check. Shoot. Let's go.
Third and long for Winston. That's caught. It's the rookie Deebo Samuel. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Here's Tyler Newsome now. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Titan football.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Here we go.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Slant. Here we go, 46. 26. Right there. 54 Mike. Watch the curve. We're going to 54. Wire in. 26.
On second down now, it's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Prescott now from the 50. Gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ready.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Rabbit. Slam. Begin. Switch. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jamario Davis. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. That's complete to Slayton. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On third down, it's Prescott. Got a man, Slayton. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way, lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? the better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
2nd and 4 at the Falcons' 31-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Jacobs. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Now Aldrich Roses for the field goal attempt. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
The drive starts with a completion left side. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Let's go, let's convert, let's convert, let's convert. Kill, turn up. Kill, turn up. Shit.
Jameis to throw it. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Tight up. Even. Hey, alert 3. Johnny. Flip it. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Watch the ship. White. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 41-yard line.
Ready? Blue lady. Let's go one more. Kill. White. Check your heart rate. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Watch it. Let's go.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey.
Philip Lindsay, the
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down.
Check the out. Check the out. Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 3. Check 52. Switch. Ready to go.
From the gun, Winston. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Hey, watch it.
Here we go, even. Check 13. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Here we go.
Winston now to throw on first down. And this one brought in by Sanu. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. Winston now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Slam. Check.
Flip.
Check.
Even.
Check 3. Check 37. Check 37. Check 31. Check 31.
Easy.
From the red zone now, Winston. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Crouch. 5-0. Hey, stop. Let's go.
Tighten up. Watch it.
Let's go.
To throw is Winston. And Graham's got it. Complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Check 15.
Wait.
58, boys. 58 is Mike.
Wait.
Hey, 58 is a Mike.
Sonny.
Okay, double up. He's coming. Double up.
Easy. Hey.
Double up. Bang.
Let's go.
On third down, Winston. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here's Prescott. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Easy.
Final play of the half here. Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
We got this.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now a carry for Lindsey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Demario Davis, who was the Saints' leading tackler in his first year in New Orleans, in on the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check hot. Kill. 5-0.
Here's Winston. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Sponge. No. Watch twist.
On first down, Lindsey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike. I got you, boy.
Green, triple team. Check 4. Easy. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
They'll run here with Lindsey. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
You better bring it. Under crunch. 58, boys. 58. 5-0. I'm here all day. You go tight. You got tight right there. Check 43. Check 3. Easy. Hey. Why? Get wide.
Working out of the gun. Winston. He's got his man. It's Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 37.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Back. Shift.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Here's Winston. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Ronald Blair. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up 3rd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Green, triple T. Easy.
3rd and long for Winston. Here's Sanu on the catch. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running is Jacobs, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the past, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done. One hallmark of good defenses, it's understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass for...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Wait.
Check 24. Watch 24. He's crashed.
Wait.
Check. Lucky. Check 26. Check.
Easy.
Back to it after the pick 6. Winston. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Check.
He's
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Even.
Slow.
Easy.
Now Winston. Caught by Sanu. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Let's get it.
Come on. Sunday.
Mike 58, right there.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, y'all. Let's make these babies cry.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defensive coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense, and they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3.
47.
Watch the screen.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Titans on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Prescott from the gun. Jordan Reed has it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
47.
And again, it's Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
46.
54, right there. 54, Mike. I'm trying to.
Prescott yet again. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, able to record his 5th sack of the season. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Off the play fake, Prescott. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Darius Slayton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Joker, flip. Even. Easy. Hey, watch the twist. Deuce.
Winston. Now this will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Under 10. Check. Nickel.
Say easy. Hey, stop. Let's go.
Kill.
Now Winston. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Now a run with Edwards. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now it's Edwards. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. 80 weapons. Ready?
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take him? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Flip it. Easy. Hey, quit talking about it and bring it.
After the sack on 1st down, Winston, and he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, check 24. Watch it. 5-0. Alert 3. Come on. Sunday. Easy. Let's go.
From the gun, Winston. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defense coordinator says, we're going to call this B.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Rosas good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
58, the mark.
35. Hey, Delta.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now it's the backup Fitzpatrick. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Tremont Williams there to break that one up. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Alpha.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Titans, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll look to